In this tutorial, I will show you how to manage timestamps and update them when you decide. For this tutorial, I will work with a small dataset showing research expenditure as a percentage of GDP for a few countries. These are fictitious values for 2024. Let's suppose these values are obtained from the IMF database. It is typical for IMF data to be updated at certain time intervals, as governments themselves report updated figures. It is important to keep track of these updates, such that you know the last time a value for a given country was updated. But how to do that? Let's add a new column called Last Updated. Excel has a timestamp function called NOW. But here's the problem. NOW updates every time Excel recalculates, even when nothing meaningful changed. For instance, I double-click in an empty cell, and the NOW function will automatically update the timestamp, although there was no update in my indicator value. Let's say we change a letter for Chile, and the timestamp will update automatically and without any reason. Let's now see how to solve this issue. Let me first clean the cells containing the NOW formula. The secret ingredient is adding an additional column called Refresh. The Refresh column is simply a control switch. It doesn't store data, it doesn't calculate anything, and it doesn't appear in your dataset. Its only purpose is to tell Excel when you want the timestamp to update. You only type something in column Refresh when you want the timestamp to update. To make a control timestamp, we need Excel to allow a formula that refers to its own previous value. For this, go to File, then Options, then Formulas, and enable iterative calculation. Now let's see the trick for updating the timestamp only when you decide. Let's add the formula that makes everything work. Click C2, the timestamp cell, and enter an if function. This means, if the refresh cell D2 is empty, then keep the old timestamp. If the refresh cell changes, then update the timestamp to now. So the timestamp updates only when you type something in D2. Now watch the controlled timestamp. I changed the value for Belize from 0.05 to 0.07, and input yes in the corresponding refresh cell. And the timestamp for Belize changes automatically, while for the other countries it remains unchanged. Had we used the NOW function, all the timestamps would have changed even for the countries with no updated values. And that's how you create a last updated timestamp that updates only when you want. A trick that makes your Excel files more transparent, more reliable, and more professional. Thank you for watching the video. Please like if you found it helpful.